For most people, the New Year feels like a celebration filled with light, noise, and excitement. Fireworks explode, cities glow, and millions of people count down the final seconds together. It feels hopeful and emotional, almost magical. But historically, the New Year was not a moment of joy. It was a moment of fear. Long before parties and resolutions, people believed the transition between years was dangerous and unstable. Ancient cultures did not experience time as something smooth and continuous. They believed certain moments weakened the structure of reality itself. The end of one year and the beginning of another was one of those moments. The old year's protection had ended, and the new one had not yet begun. This in-between state felt unsafe, especially during winter, when survival was already difficult. Winter amplified fear. Food was limited, daylight was scarce, and cold exposed how fragile life really was. Darkness lasted longer than light, and death felt closer. In this environment, people created rituals not to celebrate the future, but to defend themselves from it. The New Year became a time when unseen forces were believed to move freely through the world. This is why noise became such an important part of New Year rituals. Drums, bells, shouting, and later explosions were not entertainment. They were protection. Loud sound was believed to confuse or scare away harmful forces. Silence was dangerous. A quiet midnight meant vulnerability. Even today, complete silence at New Year feels uncomfortable, though most people cannot explain why. Fire played an equally important role. Bonfires, candles, and later fireworks symbolized survival. Fire meant warmth, safety, and life itself. In winter, losing fire could mean death. Lighting flames during the New Year was a way to assert control over darkness and chaos. It was not decoration, it was reassurance. Masks were also common in winter and New Year traditions. People wore terrifying faces, animal horns, and distorted human features. These masks were not meant to entertain or impress, they were meant to frighten. The belief was simple. If you appeared more frightening than the spirits, they would stay away. In some cultures, these masked figures also enforced social order, using fear to maintain stability during a dangerous time. The days after the New Year were often treated with caution. Many cultures believed reality needed time to settle. People avoided risky decisions, long journeys, or major changes. Small actions were believed to influence the entire year. What you ate, how you behaved, and even what you said carried symbolic weight. These rituals created a sense of control in a world that felt unpredictable. Food held deep meaning during this time. Certain foods were believed to bring luck, strength, or protection. Others were avoided completely. Eating was never just about nourishment. It was about survival and symbolism. In harsh conditions, rituals helped people believe they had influence over their fate. What is remarkable is how many of these ancient fears still exist beneath modern celebrations. We no longer believe in spirits crossing between worlds, but the emotional structure remains. Midnight still feels heavy. Fireworks still feel necessary. Being alone on New Year's Eve often feels wrong. These reactions are older than logic. Psychologically, humans need symbolic markers to process time. The New Year creates a clear boundary between before and after. This gives the brain a sense of closure, even though nothing physically changes. Without such markers, time feels overwhelming and endless. Rituals make time feel manageable. However, This symbolic power also creates unrealistic expectations. People believe motivation will appear automatically, that habits will change overnight. When reality does not match these expectations, disappointment follows. The emotional crash many people feel after the holidays comes from this conflict between ancient ritual and modern life. Modern society has removed the survival context but kept the emotional framework. We still fear uncertainty. We still fear time passing. We still gather together, make noise, and light the darkness. We just call it celebration instead of protection. Across cultures, New Year celebrations follow the same patterns, even when they occur at different times of the year. This shows the fear is not seasonal. It is human. The new year forces people to confront impermanence. Another year has ended, another has begun. And time does not wait. Today, the new year acts as a mirror rather than a shield. People look back at what they lost and forward to what they hope to become. Regret and hope collide in a single moment. This emotional intensity is why the new year still feels powerful. When fireworks explode and crowds cheer, something ancient is happening. Beneath the celebration is a deep instinct to face uncertainty together. The new year is not a reset. It is a reminder. Time continues. Life continues. And humans, as always, find ways to endure it.